Alright folks, buckle up, because DC just got its cape back. That's right, James Gunn's brand new Superman movie didn't just fly, it soared, pulling in a massive $122 million at the domestic box office and an impressive $217 million worldwide. In a year where superhero fatigue was supposed to be the final villain, Clark Kent proved there's still plenty of power left in that iconic S-shield. Welcome back to the channel. If you love movies, comic book news, and the biggest box office surprises, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss our deep dives. And hey, let us know in the comments, did Superman live up to the hype, or are you still waiting for DC to win you back? Now let's talk about how Superman just saved the day for DC Studios. This isn't just another reboot. It's a crucial first chapter in what Warner Brothers, Discovery hopes will become a brand new 10-year cinematic universe, directed and written by none other than James Gunn. Yes, the same James Gunn behind Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the first film under Gunn and Peter Safran's leadership of DC Studios. And with a production budget of $225 million, the stakes couldn't have been higher. Despite a somewhat lukewarm reception internationally, thanks in part to Superman's long-standing image as an all-American icon, domestic audiences came out in force. And it's easy to see why. Superman isn't just another CGI slugfest. It's a bold new vision that blends heart, hope, and a bit of that classic Gunn humor. And for DC, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Warner Brothers' global distribution president Jeff Goldstein summed it up perfectly. They wanted to win back the trust of DC fans. And guess what? It looks like they did. Meanwhile, CEO David Zaslav isn't stopping there. He's already teased what's next. Supergirl and Clayface movies coming soon, plus the Lantern series on HBO Max. All part of a long-term strategy to get DC back on top. It's ambitious. It's risky. And right now, it's working. Let's put this into perspective. Superman is the first comic book movie in a whole year to cross the coveted 100 million domestic mark. Before this, the last superhero flick to do it was Marvel's Deadpool and Wolverine, which smashed records, with a $211 million opening in summer 2024. Think about that. In today's box office climate, crossing 100 million isn't just impressive, it's a statement. But Gunn's Superman isn't just competing against Marvel, or even past DC titles. It's also up against rising skepticism about superhero movies in general. Over the past 8 years, only 3 DC films have cracked that $100 million domestic opening. Wonder Woman in 2017, The Batman in 2022, and now Superman in 2025. That's a pretty exclusive club. And let's talk numbers. This new Superman just edged out Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, which opened to $116.7 million back in 2013, making it the biggest domestic launch ever for a solo Superman film. Even Bryan Singer's Superman Returns in 2006, despite its 6-day opening run, couldn't top this, with just $52.5 million in its 3-day weekend. Sure, nothing beats the monster opening of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, which banked $166 million in 2016. But for a fresh start, Gunn's film is a knockout. It's also worth noting that Superman is only the third Hollywood title of 2025 to debut north of $100 million, joining a Minecraft movie, which launched with a massive $162.8 million, and Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch, which pulled in $146 million. Clearly, audiences are still willing to come out for big, bold releases. especially if the story feels fresh. And fresh is the keyword here. Fans and critics alike have praised Superman for injecting hope and optimism back into the character, something many felt was missing in previous dark and brooding versions. By going back to what makes Superman, well, super, courage, kindness, and a dash of good old-fashioned charm, Gunn's film seems to have struck the right chord. Of course, it wasn't all smooth flying. International numbers were a bit softer than expected, thanks to Superman's identity as an American symbol. But even so, $95 million overseas isn't bad, especially for a franchise still rebuilding trust beyond U.S. borders. Looking ahead, the big question now is sustainability. Will Superman have strong legs in the coming weeks? And can the upcoming Supergirl, Clayface, and Lanterns projects keep the momentum alive? Only time will tell, but right now, the mood inside Warner Brothers and DC Studios is optimistic. So what do you think? Is this the dawn of a new era for DC on the big screen? Or do you think superhero fatigue will strike back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing what you think. And remember, if you enjoyed this breakdown, like this video, share it with fellow movie fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest hits and misses. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies, because Superman is back, and DC Studios is ready to fly again.